So kind of 3-4 meters.
That makes it better though. I always thought about if you had a track and then it turns into a bike park because everyone rides it, and then you just got this sketchy hard packed bike park track.
Yeah, exactly.
It needs to be natural and stay natural for as long as it.
And
can.
I guess the other thing is like it's huge, and there are no B lines. Yeah. So there's absolutely no B lines. Like you can't, if you're not sending that 8-meter cliff drop or jumping that 40-foot double to lily pad to whatever else. There's no.
You're in the wrong place, boy.
Yeah.
You're in the wrong place.
Well, there's no trail in between. Yeah. Like there's a 90-foot creek gap, and you can't roll through the creek. It's a fucking canyon.
Is that the biggest? Is that the biggest jump?
It's definitely not.
What do you think the biggest jump will be? Like what size?
Over 100. Yeah, that's the current. So we've bulked out the last jump now, and it's well over 100. We're
That's
just
at the very bottom.
Very bottom. Yeah, we're just working on. We've got to work on the rider entry speed and things. There's a few other big features. So a big sort of shark fin thing, like probably the biggest shark fin in the world, I reckon, sort of leads into that. It's like a 3-story high shark fin. It's pretty mental. But yeah, it's cool, but there's no way around it. Like you can't, and like I say, with some of the sections, there'll be double jumps to double jumps to double jumps, like supercross rhythms. There's no trail in between. You're just like jumping over ferns. So you can't roll through because there's no trail.
You got to just do it.
Launching your way through. And part of that with Hardline, I think, getting that understanding in the UK was like part of what makes it hard is the frequency of the features, and they are like bang, bang, bang. Like if you miss one, you're not going to make the next two. And if you don't commit properly to the first one, you're going to throw yourself off the second and third and be in a real state because you haven't got the speed right and things. So not only is everything big, you've also got to be able to put it together. And talking to the guys over there, it's like, Jackson was the only one who was there on day 2 or whatever, just punching laps. Like everyone else is still trying to figure out how to actually link first and second features together rather than do the whole thing in one go. So we've been really conscious of that too. It's like no one should be able to turn up at that course on day 1 and just be able to punch. Maybe Jackson because he's a freak, but
first run challenge kind of thing, just straight off the bat, just go down.
You won't be able to. Like you absolutely will not be able to. Not possible.
But like you said, you would hope that you want it to.
Yeah, totally. People. Like it has to be, and that was what Dan Atherton was really clear on from the start. Like they really want to push the absolute edge of the sport, and there's only a handful of people that can actually do that, and that's why the rider list is hard. I mean, there's actually a lot of people that want to get involved, and there's quite a few actually that will miss out that are more than capable of hardline, but it is very much just a small group of athletes, bunch of guys, few girls, and yeah, it's.
I wonder because I know when I watch it now and like Flo Payette goes to it and he says it's just like the funnest thing. They go play rugby, they do all this fun stuff. But I wonder if it will grow to the point where it just becomes a World Cup to like a select few. And I guess that's what the kind of World Cup is trying to market themselves to as well. So it's a similar thing, but it's the opposite because it's chilled out, relaxed event, but there's a limited amount. And the other one, they want to go super serious, but a limited amount, and like they're kind of the polar opposite. But
and it is quite different in that in both of them, right, the athlete is the product. Like the athlete is the one providing the experience that is broadcast. But in Hardline, the athletes are paid to be there. In a World Cup, the athletes are paying to be there. So you're coming in with a different mindset from the start. It's like we're actually brought here by Red Bull and they are giving us this amazing experience. So there's a whole bunch of athlete entertainment and all sorts of other things that we're doing, like really cool, fun stuff. So they're coming down for a week of good times because we know that they're going to be stressing about the hardline thing. So the one thing that we'll have really dialed is that whole athlete experience and communication and working like super closely with them around the course and like different practice uplifts and I guess trying to be as supportive as we can. Like we want them all to come online and be really supported through that practice and feel that they can do it in a way that's really safe and organised. It's like you're not just left to your own devices out on the course. Like, there you go, guys, all the best. And then we just go and sit in our booth down the bottom and send emails. It's like we'll actually be up there with you, working through the process with you and helping support it and making sure that, everyone's comfortable. And if something's not working out, we've got a team there to tune it and fix it. And yeah, it'll be an interesting experience for sure. But I think we're in a really good place with it in terms of where we want to take that event. And as you know, like building it into that big 5-day mountain bike festival, which is a different focus again. Like you look at Crankworks and it's amazing, but it has become kind of corporate in many ways. Like it's less rider focused than it used to be. Like you look at a slopestyle and it's like, rider ready, 3, 2, 1, you get 2 runs, you're done.
Yeah.
Like our jump jam is going to be really low key. Like you have a session and then you'll be judged on 3 different metrics, like a best trick, best whip off, steeziest, most styly rider, and you just get an hour to have fun or whatever it might be. It's a jam.
Yeah.
It's a jam.
Way less pressure, way more fun.
Totally.
Chilled out. You can still win.
Totally. There'll be a bar there. There's DJs. The whole thing will be a massive party, but the riders there actually having fun. And we feel like we're going to get more out of the riders in a session like that than we would if it was like hey, here's your run.